Howdy y'all, Dean Stilley here from the official home of unofficial Grateful Dead and music news, reporting on Night 5 of Dead & Company Summer Tour at Deer Creek. Deer Creek is a place that's full of good memories. I was there the first year they played there, 89. The place was brand new in the middle of nowhere. Back then it was nothing but farmland. In the middle of nowhere, there's an amphitheater. We had a good time. Check that show out. Garcia gives you 2 ballads that night. He does China Doll Out of Space, then you get Watchtower Stella. So you get a strong night from Garcia on that one. You're getting China Doll and Stella on the same night, both at a post-space segment. You're having a good time. That's Garcia feeling strong on a night like that. 90, I'll never forget 90. 90 was a relatively dry summer. Couldn't find weed anywhere. I think the summer of 90 might have been a summer that turned a lot of hippies into farmers. A lot of people dabbling in horticulture after that summer. But anyway, I remember they were searching everybody on the way in. They weren't necessarily arresting people, but everyone was getting searched, and they were throwing everything they found in these bins. And back then everyone had a fanny pack, so you were walking up to security, they were looking all through your fanny pack. I'm glad I noticed that happening from a little bit back in the line, and I hid all my stuff properly, and I walked up and just gave them my fanny pack to look through, and while they were looking through it, I reached in the bins that were there, and I stuffed a bag in my back pocket. I never forget going to the bathroom. As soon as I got through the gates, walked to the bathroom to see what I scored. And on my way to the bathroom, I could smell what I scored. I remember being happy as could be. I got into the bathroom, pulled it out, had a 1/4 ounce of the skunky, and I'll never forget it, boy. You just like a good deadhead, smoked the whole thing, smoked everybody up that night. We just twisted up a bunch of fatties, and everybody smoked the whole damn thing. Probably only left a little piece for later, and that's just the way we did it. Anyway, that's a good one too. That night in 90. This opening the show with Help Slip Frank, and the second set you got China Rider and Looks Like Rain Terrapin. You get the other one, the Do from 7/18/90 is worth revisiting. That one is a good one. Encored with the way, so many musical memories in Deer Creek, just strong shows there. Casey Jones in 92, that might have been the best Casey Jones that the Dead did. I know RFK was the bust out, so everyone's gonna like that one extra, because that was the first, and the train whistles had been going for a while. And but the one in 92, you listen to Phil singing back up on that one, boy, that was that Casey Jones was something. That I believe too might have been it might have been the last time Garcia sang To Lay Me Down. You might want to look into that. I might want to look into that. Anyway, great memories there. 95, The Death Threat. Play with the Lights On. Garcia comes out. He sings Dire Wolf, right? Don't murder me. And that's just Garcia. That's Garcia in a nutshell. They ask him, do they want to cancel the show? He says, no way, man, we're going to play. It comes out, sings Dire Wolf, Don't Murder Me. And that's just about why we always love Garcia, why we always will love Garcia, and just some special times throughout the years at Deer Creek. And Dead & Company pulled in there, and they made sure that those memories were going to continue, because tonight we got blasted. Tonight, boy, we got this is why you make the effort to get there, and however you're taking it in, whether you're taking it in from your couch or at the venue or wherever you were tonight, you were having a good time. That magic translated to any form of media that you were taking the show in from. We get the night started. Finally, this other one had been poking around for a long ass time, and finally we get they just said, open, we just open with the damn thing. Let's get the other one out. And when the show starts with the other one, it's a good show already. You could throw up stinkers the rest of the night. You open with the other one, it's a pretty good show. And it's a pretty good way to get things started. You get Dire Wolf next, and a good time there. Then we get a little segment to me in the early on, the middle, I guess, of the first set that that dragged a little bit. You get Stranger, and Stranger was just slow and uninspired, if you ask me. I've been reading commentary. I've been reading the commentary. I've been reading people, their takes on stuff, and when you slow things down, there's a room between the beats for different things and groovy shit. And I can tell you this: there's nothing interesting happen between the beats when they're playing shit slow. They're just playing shit slow. Anyway, my 2 cents. That's all it's worth, maybe less. Anyway, you get Slow Jimmy after The Stranger, so back-to-back tunes that make you want to lie down on a hammock, but that's okay. It's okay. It doesn't matter, because everything else is just the band sounding good, even if they're a little bit taking a little bit of a breather here in the middle of the set. They're sounding outstanding while they do it. You get Half Step next, and Half Step was great, and Jeff is pushing the action there. Caminti is just he's always showing up prepared to the party. He's like the friend you had that never came to a party unprepared. Caminti brings the goods every night. And it was no different. He was all over Half Step, and that one was great. And it comes a time we get Oteil, being Oteil, and that comes a time just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Really make you reflect on the cup, and only love can fill. Oteil, you beautiful on that one. And then look out, because John throws on the silver PRS, and hi-ho silver away. When that guitar's on him, good things are getting ready to happen. And we get Viola Lee. Viola Lee's like a musical piñata party. I mean, everyone in the damn band gets a chance to beat the hell out of that one, and beat it up they did. I mean, they threw that one around. The jams were furious. At one point, I thought Mickey might pick up a pair of sticks and actually play with sticks again. I thought he might throw the spatulas and start playing with some sticks, and that didn't happen. But it was so furious. The potential seemed to exist, and I guess sometimes that's good enough. Anyway, Viola Lee that's a slamming way to put this first set to a close, and that's a way that you make the people's social interactions during intermission extremely enthusiastic and interesting when you open with the other one and you close it with Viola Lee. That's strong right there. That was some good stuff. By the time Viola Lee was open, I forgot all about the slow little segment in the middle of that set. Anyway, we get past intermission, and we'll open up with Help Slip Frank, and Help Slip Frank's my spirit animal. I mean, if there's a 2, that's it right there. That's it. That encapsulates all of it for me. Gives you the best of everything. It's a Paradise Waits. I mean, the perfect way to start that tune, because that's what's ahead of you. But you got to make it through the journey. And Slipknot was the journey, and we went through Slipknot. That jam was intense and thick and long and capable of forcing thoughts through your mind. I mean, Slipknot went on so long. When it started, I was eating meat. I was vegan for a little bit in the middle of it. By the time we got to Franklin's, I was eating meat again. Anyway, it was so many things happened. That's the kind of music that's capable of really just forcing your thoughts inward and making you look at you. And those are the jams that create deep human beings. I mean, they make you look inward, and Slipknot was just like that. Franklin's is that one. That's okay. You took a look at yourself. You took a long, hard look, and now let's get some relief from that. And we got the relief that was required from Franklin's. Great jams throughout. Terrapin's up next, and if Grateful Dead Land had a national anthem, it'd be Terrapin, and there we are in the midst of it, and summer tours kicked off, and some rise, and some fall, and some climb, and we're all here at Terrapin. This is it. It's going on right now. We're in the middle of it. Everything that we go through beforehand and leading up to, and all the bits and pieces between, this is what it's all about. It's going on right now. We're right here at Terrapin, and the jams in that were great. loved it, loved every bit of that. We go to drums, and Mickey wastes no time. He goes right to the beam. So Billy gets somewhat tribal, and he's beating the hell out of it. And Mickey, he goes right to the beam. O'Teal's around again, and we got the whole band just, the rhythm section there is just vibing on each other, and this is getting good. Storing space. Now we get this thing, right, where we cooked some dinner over there. We had like a big pot of whoop ass that was cooked for the second night in Camden, and we didn't get to eat any of that, so we get leftovers. The set list gets just move it over, and we'll play it at Deer Creek, and we finish up the other one, and we get the Standing on the Moon, right? I told you it'd be the best one since Neil Armstrong, and Weir wanted to be with you, and he was letting you know about it, and he was feeling it, and he was passionate, and we appreciate that from Bob. And then you get Sugar Mags, and Sugar Mags just properly paced, and you look across the band and everyone's having a blast. This whole Ship of Love is moving through, you know, just the beautiful seas, and we're all part of it. And boy, Sugar Mags just delivered. That's the way you close the set. That's the way you just fill a place up with joy. That's what we're accustomed to. And we finish it off. We get the encore Casey Jones, because there's still something left in the fridge that wasn't served up in Camden. So Casey Jones you get for the encore, and Casey Jones was great. You know, when you listen to the harmonies when John's in his natural voice, the harmonies aren't that bad. The harmonies are good, I think, when John's singing in his natural voice. I'm not sure why they deviate from that, and I know different songs sometimes call for different flavors and stuff, but the harmonies with John in his natural voice is really where it ought to be. And anyway, it doesn't matter. It's not my show, but what a night, right? What a night. I mean, this is probably the best one till the next one. Ha! Love you long time.